Welcome back to Ape Trim Masters World. You know we gotta lock in on the cut. So let's do it. Let's start off by sending in our first guideline. Then we gotta start off sending that first bar guideline for the back taper. We're gonna bring everything down with a one guard. Going with the grain just to bring everything down, make sure everything laid down smooth for where we at right now. You don't wanna bring it down too low. Just wanna kind of blend everything getting together. Now we're going against the grain with that same one guard. We send in our first transitional point, our first transition point where it goes from dark to kind of light. See, I down fade, so it's not really, I do the steps in reverse kind of almost. So I go from my biggest guard down. I just kind of blend everything in together. And you see, I'm working my transition point with that one guard, using my liver work and combing everything down. You know, you wanna, every time you hit the head with the clip, you wanna comb down. You wanna brush down. You wanna lay the hair back down to where it naturally lays. Now I'm coming in with my clipper all the way open, sending in that first, I wouldn't say ball, because we already did our ball line, but now I'm just bringing my fade down, making the blend transition downward to our first guideline, our first ball guideline that we set in. So I'm working my clippers, so I'm working my angles, working my corners. When it comes to fading and making sure your fade is blurred, I done learned over my time in the game, the clipper is just a pencil, pretty much. It's an eraser. So you wanna use the corners. You wanna slice that hair, make sure it's real blurry. You don't wanna use the whole clip. You don't have to use the whole clip. Use the corners. That's like a trick of the game. That's how I found out over the few years I've been doing this. That's what really makes my face the blurriest, using the corners. Working my liver, using the corner. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna try to get it as blurry as possible. So just watch me work this fade. Just see me work it out. And you see me right here. I come in using the tiger paw method, the rake down method. This right here, this is a real game changer. This make that fade look smooth. This what take down all that hair that wants to curl up, coil up. That's what makes that lay down. That's what takes that down. You use this towards this is almost like some midway finishing touch up technique. That's how you use this. You don't want to use it too early because you don't want to pull no unnecessary hair, or you don't want to nick no unnecessary hair. Now we see the fade coming in real. We coming in smooth, coming in real smooth. So you see, I'm pretty much just doing the same thing. I'm going between my one guard to no guard. Just working that fade, make sure it's real blurry, taking my time. That's the most important part, taking my time. We're not in no rush. You see I come through with my 0 guard, with my 0.5 guard, and I'm working out that bottom line, still taking my time. That's the most important part. When you cut, Take your time. It don't matter. I remember it used to take me an hour and a half just to do a temp fade. So that's when I was first cutting. My first 2 years cutting, it used to take me forever. It used to take me forever to cut a head. But as I go through and I get more comfortable, and I'm going through the game and I'm growing, and I'm getting more comfortable, it's nothing. About 25, 45 minutes, depending on who I'm cutting, whether it's a first-time guy, a returner. And this is pretty much the back taper. I'm not gonna line it quite yet. I'm gonna put my holding spray on there, hit them with the blow dryer a little bit, and I'm gonna let that set in. The reason I put the holding spray back there is to come out with more crispy lines, make that hair hold still. Hit them with that freeze spray. I know y'all know about that freeze spray. So that's how that's doing. So right here, I'm finna get into that side low taper. You want a low temp fade. And I'm just bringing it down with my one guard, bringing everything down, give myself a level canvas. And that's about it. I didn't get me setting in my first ball guideline, but I keep it as close as I want to keep it as low as possible. I stop it at like that point to where the ear starts to disconnect from the head. That's why I pretty much set my my ball lines for my low tapers at. You just saw me go against the grain. That's my my 1.5 guard. I'm going against the grain, just smooth out a little bit more. A 1.5 open. That's pretty much a 1 guard with the grain. You know, that's a 1 guard with the grain. So I'm just doing that, and you're gonna see me get into the taper using my corners. I go in with no guard using my corners, just detailing the bottom of that fade. You're gonna see me get into it. Now we're on the other side of the head. We're on the other side of the head, but ain't nothing gonna change. We're gonna do the exact same shit. The same thing. Don't change nothing. Exactly what we're doing on the other side, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna trust the process, we're gonna go through it, we're gonna take the exact same steps, and we're gonna use the clipper the exact same way to get the same outcome. Since we are on the other side of the head, I feel like I should just take the time to just talk to y'all. Just to really just tap in, tap back in, and we can just talk about what's going on right now. So if you're watching this and you tuning in, this is my second video ever. My second video ever of my whole social media career, you know. So, but just to give y'all a little info about me, I am the Ape trim master. I've been cutting hair for probably, I want to say 6 years. I probably say 6. I started off in high school. It was probably like 10th grade. Started from high school, scratching up, messing up heads, fucking people up. You know what I'm saying? So right now we're trying to elevate in the game, and I'm still talking to y'all. But right now in the video, you can see I'm prepping them up to line them up. They're gonna get them ready for the line up. I'm just taking my one guard, and I'm coming all the way down. I'm coming all the way down, and I'm coming all the way down, but I'm not pushing no back. I'm not cutting any new growth, you know? You feel what I'm saying? So I take my one guard open. That way it won't take off too much hair, but it'll still lay it flat to where I still have a sharp lineup. So, and I'm doing the exact same thing with the mustache, but with the mustache, most times, depending on how it look, I either open up my one guard or I close my one guard. That's when your decision making as a barber come in, to where you gotta use your better judgment on whatever you wanna do. So I'm lining the mustache up right now. I'm taking them in, but I still just want to tap in and talk to y'all. This is my second video. If you haven't seen my first video, go check it out. Go like it. Go subscribe it. Cause I'm coming in hot. I'm trying to stay consistent as possible. Like right now, today, as we doing this voiceover, I just got done cutting. I just got done going crazy, snapping. I locked in one new client today. So that's really what's going on. We locked in. We're in our element. We're back in our element. We're in a new environment. We're not back home at our hometown. It ain't none of this. I'm out here. I'm stepping. I'm grinding. I'm working. I'm hustling. I'm out here. I'm outside. So lock in, tune in to really just see what's going on. See how I'm living. See me grow. You know what I'm saying? Cause right now we're at the grind. Where it's ugly at. You feel me? It's ugly. So if you here, tune in, lock in. I guarantee you're gonna see me grow. You're gonna see me glow. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it all. And you see that, bro? You see how I let him, like when I was combing his beard out, it was real nappy. It was like matted up. I don't want to say nappy, but it was tangled. It was tangled up. So I was combing it out and it was hurting. And he said it was hurting. He was like, I got some conditioner lotion in my bag. I was like, nah, bro, you can't put that in your beard, cause you feel me? It'll mess up like my skin prep and all that. But I gave him the comb. I told him I let him comb it out. So like when it comes to stuff like that, like when it comes to like barbering and having a relationship with your client, like work with them. Make sure you feel me. Make sure they comfortable. Make sure you give them what they want. You know what I'm saying? Cause they coming, they giving you a service. You giving them a service. So you want to work with them to the best of your ability. You want to make sure they good, make sure they comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because as you can see throughout the whole conversation, man, bro, we talking, we chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? This is my guy from high school. Man, we went to high school together. We played sports and all that type of stuff together. So, you know, we know each other. You know what I'm saying? But he just getting the cut. We chopping it up. You can tell he comfortable. He got his eyes closed. He trusts what I'm doing. He comfortable. He don't have no words right now because he know I'm finna slice him up. I'm finna trim him up. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, check out my shear work. You don't see me though. Check out my shear work. taking my time. I'm sending in my foundation for that. A nice taper, you know what I'm saying? Real smooth, real sharp line up. I'm sending in my foundation. I'm taking my time. I'm making sure I'm hitting them small hairs, small, fine hairs. You know what I'm saying? Before I hit enhancements, as you can tell, it's already in there. Like the cut sharp, bro. Like this shit, bro. It's sliced up. So the enhancement, that's just gonna give it that extra. That's just gonna give it that extra sauce. You know what I'm saying? So after I add all my enhancements and I add my sauce to it, I go in with my trimmer and I just pretty much trace my original lineup. I just trace it. I just tape them up again. That's it. All I do is just line them up again and it come out real clean, real sharp. Enhancements don't do nothing but fill in the light spots. You don't want to use it to try to make another tape or try to make it. Don't use the enhancements to be your actual tape, your actual lineup. Don't do that, because they go home, they wash their face, they sweat too much anything, it's gonna come right off, and that's not gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna be a returner. You're not gonna be return game. They're not coming back. So you wanna make sure you add it inside the hair, and that's gonna give you a more natural, a more cleaner look. And you don't wanna spray too heavy. So all I'm doing is just relining them up and making sure I got everything aligned, everything looking symmetrical. I use a little bit of that got-to-be holding spray just to lock everything in, make sure it holds, make sure it stay in place. You see, with the got-to-be, you want to be at least 6 inches back from the head, at least 6 inches. I do a little bit more. That way, when you apply it, it won't cake up on the skin, and also it'll cover a wider range of area, and it won't be so caked up to where it won't give you that chalk line or that sharp line that you're looking for. And you see, I'm tapping up the neck. I'm tapping this neck up. You see that back taper real clean. You see what I mean? That chalk line that we're looking for. You see how I give it that extra pop. You see? You feel me? See? We put them in there. It's like that. You feel me? Look how clean it is. Look how good it's coming out. I ain't gonna lie. You put a hard. I mean, you can, bro. Of course you want your fade to be blurred, but you come in with a crazy lineup, you'll make anything look good. Come on, man. Look how it's popping. Look how it's lined up popping. Man, come on, check me out. Do what we doing. And you see, I'm taking my time. I'm staying patient. I'm letting my trimmers work. I'm letting them eat. You can see I'm not in a rush at all. I'm taking my time. I'm going slow. I'm working my angles. I'm working the corner of my trimmer. You feel me? That's how I get my sharp line. It's like it's damn near a razor on the skin. You know what I'm saying? See, that's crazy. Look at that, bro. And that's just how I'm cutting right now, bro. This ain't even. Wait till 6 months from now. Wait till a year from now. It's gonna be even crazier, bro. This the cut, man. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I pull up everywhere. So if you need me, you need to get trimmed, get in with me.